Yo, what's good, Hoops Talk family? We got some major news coming out of Indiana today, and I had to hop on here ASAP to talk about it. Kelsey Mitchell is officially back with the Indiana Fever on a one-year supermax deal. And listen, this is a big deal for this squad as they gear up for the 2025 season. And trust me, by the end of this video, you'll see why this move makes the Fever one of the most dangerous teams heading into next season. Before we dive in though, if you're rocking with the content, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and help me hit that 500 subscriber goal by the end of the month. I see y'all showing love, and I appreciate every single one of you. Now, let's get into it. Before we get into the details, I gotta mention something cool I saw. When Kelsey walked back into the building after signing that supermax, the entire Fever and even some Pacers staff were there to greet her. And yeah, Clark was right there too, hyping her up. That was definitely a great moment, showing how much she means to this franchise. You love to see that kind of energy from the organization. Alright, so Kelsey Mitchell is re-signing with the Fever on a one-year deal worth the supermax. $249,244 for the 2025 season. That's the bag right there, and she earned every penny of it. This announcement came straight from her agent and was reported by ESPN's Alexa Philippou. And honestly, this move is huge for Indiana. Let's break it down. First off, the Fever locked in their second all-time leading scorer, a walking bucket who just had her best season yet. She put up 19.2 points per game in 2024 while shooting 40.2% from three. You cannot let that level of production walk out the door. And clearly the Fever knew what was up because they hit her with the supermax as soon as they could. Let's talk about why this move matters so much. First, it's all about continuity. The Fever are in a crucial building phase, and Kelsey Mitchell has been here, putting in work, leading this team in scoring for 5 straight seasons from 2019 to 2023. She knows the system, she knows the culture, and she's the perfect veteran presence to balance out this young, hungry roster. Stephanie White, the Fever's head coach, straight up said it best. I am thrilled that Kelsey is returning to the Fever. She's been an integral part of this franchise from the moment she was drafted. I can't wait to work with her on a daily basis. That's not just coach speak, that's real. When you have a player who has been a foundational piece of your team for years, you don't let that go. Now let's talk about the backcourt. This is where it gets scary. Kelsey Mitchell and Clark already showed flashes of what they could do together in 2024. Let me hit you with a stat real quick. These two combined for 225 three-pointers last season. That's absolutely wild. That makes them one of the deadliest shooting duos in the entire WNBA. And you think they're not about to build on that next season? Mitchell's ability to create her own shot and stretch the floor is the perfect complement to Clark's elite passing and deep range shooting. And let's not forget, these two made history last year when they both dropped 30+ points and hit 5 threes in the same game against Dallas. That was the first time in WNBA history 2 teammates pulled that off. Let that sink in. Now imagine what they can do with a full season of chemistry under their belts. The way they complement each other's skills, pushing defenses to their limits, is something we rarely see in this league. With Kelsey's ability to score at will and Caitlin's elite court vision, they have the potential to take over games like no other backcourt duo. This could easily be the best backcourt in the league in 2025, period. And I'm not just saying that. They've already proven they can dominate together, and with more time to build chemistry, the rest of the WNBA better be on notice. The Fever aren't just here to compete, they're here to win. Don't be surprised if this squad is making serious championship noise when it's all said and done. Not only is Kelsey Mitchell a bucket, but she's also one of the most respected players in the league. The Fever's team president, Kelly Krauskopf, called her a cornerstone of their championship build, saying she is one of the best guards in this league and is a cornerstone to building a championship roster. That's high praise, and it's well deserved. Mitchell's leadership, experience, and ability to take over games make her invaluable. And when you add Caitlin Clark into the mix, you get a backcourt that can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league. And let's be real, when these two get hot, defenses are going to be scrambling. I know it's been pretty quiet on the free agency front outside of this Kelsey Mitchell re-signing, but I truly believe the Fever still have a trade in the works that could be announced soon. There's been a lot of buzz around potential moves, and while it's looking like the Satou Sabally to Indiana deal might not be happening, especially since she's reportedly taking meetings with the Liberty and Mercury, the Fever still have options. They need to solidify that starting 4 spot, and even if Satou isn't in the picture anymore, there are still players out there who could fill that role. Whether it's a trade or another key signing, Indiana knows they need to round out this roster to make a serious playoff push in 2025. So stay tuned, because I don't think they're done making moves just yet. So what does this mean for the Fever's 2025 season? Well, they open up against the Chicago Sky on May 17th at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, and you better believe that gym is going to be rocking. With Mitchell locked in, Clark coming off an incredible rookie year, and more talent likely coming in through the draft and free agency, the Fever are on the rise. And speaking of must-watch moments, let's talk about this first game. The Fever are facing off against the Sky, which means one thing: Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese. Both of them are coming off incredible rookie seasons where they made huge impacts on their teams and showed why they were two of the most talked about players in the league. Now, they're running it back in what's sure to be another must-watch battle. These two have already given us some of the most intense, drama-filled, and straight-up fun matchups we've seen in a minute. The energy is electric every time they hit the floor together, and I have no doubt this game is going to break another viewership record. Whether it's jaw-dropping plays, heated competition, or just the overall hype, this game is a must-see. If history tells us anything, this one's going to be another blockbuster. And I wouldn't be surprised if it smashes another record. Plus, with both teams looking to establish themselves as contenders, this isn't just a rivalry, it's a statement game. But here's the thing, this team isn't just looking to make the playoffs again like they did last year. Nah, they want more. They're trying to go from being a fun, up-and-coming squad to being legitimate championship contenders. They've got the pieces, they've got the talent, and with a couple more key moves, they could be right in the mix for a deep postseason run. And listen, I don't want to hear any more of this the Fever rebuilding talk. Nah, this is a team that's ready to compete now. With Mitchell and Clark leading the way, they're not just trying to make the playoffs, they're trying to make some noise when they get there. So what do y'all think? Are Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark about to become the best backcourt in the WNBA next season? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're pushing for 500 subscribers by the end of the month, and I know we can get there with y'all rocking with me. Appreciate the love as always. That's it for this video. Until next time, stay locked in, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.